All right, this year's game will be held this Friday, as you know. And the good thing about this Friday is I've been informed by Mikey that all our sports teams will be out of town. So you guys are the big show for this coming Friday. So give yourself a round of applause. Everybody will be tuning in to watch you guys. Even if it was Game 7 of the World Series, people will be coming to see you guys. It's a big event. So the game will start, the big game, at 7:30. And of course, our JV game, or Frosh Soft, will start at 4 p.m. So a lot of excitement, both good teams. You gotta get here early to get your good seats. So we wanna go ahead and start with this thing, and we'll start off with, well, first of all, I wanna thank the media who is here today. We have the legendary Rico Cabrera here. Thank you, Rico, with East LA Sports Scene. Gives you guys lots of coverage. Telemundo is here shooting coverage for you guys. And we have Connor Morissette of Southern California Prep Insider. And I'm sure at the game there'll be a lot more people wanting to get in the action. They want to report what's going on here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. We'll start off with our Garfield High School representative. We have Assistant Principal Abraham Kasavi.
Thank you, Mr. Flores, for that introduction. Good morning, everyone. So Merriam-Webster defines the word rivalry as competition for the same objective or for superiority in the same field. Therefore, isn't it fitting that the 83rd edition of the Garfield Roosevelt Classic be one that breaks a 41-41 tie as both schools battle for superiority on the east side of town? There's nothing in this world that either unites or divides families, friends and strangers alike, as a rivalry game. Think USC-UCLA, Yankees-Dodgers, Lakers-Celtics, Chivas-America, and the list goes on and on. The Garfield-Roosevelt game is held in the same regard by throngs of alumni who dust off the blue and crimson or the Cardinal blue and gold high school gear to cheer on their respective teams as part of a crowd of 20,000 plus at East Los Angeles College on a random Friday night every year in the fall. It's a night when faithful alumni turn back the clock to a simpler time, when school and the occasional part-time job were the only worries in one's life. As a player, this is the game you have circled on your calendar at the beginning of summer practice. You don't need the incessant reminders from teachers, classmates, coaches, or even the barber to process the significance of this game. This game is the one that propels every extra wind sprint, every arduous push-up, every muscle-straining pull-up, and every extra rep in the weight room for fear of ending up on the wrong end of, better luck next year, we own you, you guys got your butts kicked, and on and on. So now that the classic rivalry week is upon us, I would like to extend a well wish of good luck to the Roosevelt Rough Riders and salute our Garfield Bulldogs on their preparation in hopes of displaying the classic trophy for an 8th consecutive year. Finally, it is important that we acknowledge and celebrate the countless hours and extraordinary commitment that our student athletes, student performers, and ASB students dedicate year-round to making their community proud. Also, let us not forget those who are unwavering in their support in ensuring that Garfield High School continues to be the flagship of East LA. Thank you to our teachers, staff, coaches, parents, sponsors, school police, and community for their unyielding dedication to Garfield High School, a gold ribbon school. Go Bulldogs. Good luck, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Kasavi. That was a great speech. All right, now it gives me great pleasure to represent Roosevelt High School Magnet Principal, Mr. Jose Espinosa.
Thank you, Mike. Good morning. Excuse me. Good morning. My name is Jose Espinosa. I'm the principal for the Math Science Technology Magnet Academy, one of the schools on the Roosevelt High School campus. I am honored to be this year's spokesperson for the Mighty Rough Rider team. So, yes, come on. All right. I want to start by thanking all of you for being here today. In about 2 days, 5 hours, and some minutes, one of the greatest events in high school football is about to begin, the East LA Classic. The rivalry between the Garfield Bulldogs and the mighty Rough Riders is legendary for its great display of high school football out in the field. It is also legendary because it brings two communities together to cheer and celebrate the great work of scholar athletes, our cheer squads, drill teams, bands, and everybody else that is a part of that, our community, for example. The Rough Rider spirit is based on three core principles: commitment, excellence, and tradition. On October 27th, you will see these core values in full display. We are calling on all Rough Riders from every decade, from every state, from every country to convene here on the Weingart Stadium on the East LA campus this Friday at 4 p.m. to partake on the 83rd Annual East LA Classic and to continue in the tradition of honoring our students reaching their personal best. Lastly, on behalf of the Rough Rider family, I'd like to acknowledge representatives of a support team that works with our students daily to help them reach their personal best every day. Coach Sepideh, for example, back behind you. Coach, thank you. Athletic Director David Perea, Maribel Grajales, who wasn't here, the Assistant Athletic Director, the Roosevelt High School and Math, Science, and Technology administration teams, the community, and most of all, our students for keeping this tradition alive by always working towards your personal best. So go Riders, and let's make it a classic.
Very good, excellent speeches. They were written by Donald Trump. They were great speeches. Thank you, guys. And again, acknowledgement to the athletic directors. It's a very, very tough job. Dave Perea, Ruben Torres, I know I've done that. And after this game, you get to rest for a little while, just not much. All right, now moving right along, I will introduce the student body president for Garfield High School, Miss Natalie Flores.
Good morning. I'm Natalie Flores, the ASB president at James A. Garfield High School. I stand here proudly representing the Garfield Bulldogs. For 83 years now, we have been celebrating what we call the East Los Angeles Classic. This game each year is played by Garfield and Roosevelt. However, it is not just a football game, but also a time when the entire school and community comes together. This is usually a tradition in which everyone looks forward to attending with family members and friends. When people think about Classic, they might not think of it as only a football game. Many don't know how hard work our students do. For example, just this week, the Garfield leadership team has been staying late after school to make posters and promote the Spirit Week. The Garfield band has been arriving daily at 6:30 in the morning to practice their choreography and their music. As well as the girls and boys on our cheer and drill team has also been staying until 7:30 p.m. to perfect their dance step. In addition to the students working hard, the school staff have also dedicated their time to ensure students experience the tradition while maintaining their academic goals. For example, the football coaches and other staff have made certain that the football players are practicing and at the same time maintaining their grade. Moreover, our parents have also been supportive in ensuring our students are attending practices and are willing to fundraise for many expenses our children may have. This tradition represents not only 1 week of hard work, but the countless hours of dedication and commitment for our Garfield Bulldogs. I personally come from a family of Roosevelt alumni. My mother, my uncles, my aunts are all proud Rough Riders. However, I stand here today proudly representing our Garfield High School, the home of the mighty Bulldogs. I'm looking forward to bringing another W to our side of Indiana. Go Bulldogs!
Very nice, Natalie. All right, and now we will hear from the Roosevelt Student Body President, Miss Karen Preciado.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Karen Preciados, Roosevelt's ASB president. I want to start off by saying that Boyle Heights and East LA go head to head once more, bringing pride and tradition to our communities. The preparation that Roosevelt puts into the East LA Classics starts with its students. The spirit groups put in countless of hours to perfect their halftime routines. The student leadership groups fill the school campus with Rider pride, and our football team and their coaches dedicate themselves to bring pride to our school name. I can honestly say that I am honored to be a part of such a memorable experience, and for all you seniors standing here, I wish you the best at this Friday's night's game, and I am proud to be called a Rough Rider. And together we are more than just one school. We are Roosevelt. We are the heart of Boyle Heights. Thank you.
All right, very good. There you have it. Once again, they emphasize all the effort that goes in from all the support groups like leadership and the drill and band and everything. It's a great event. Okay, and now it gives me great pleasure to introduce from Garfield High School head coach Lorenzo Hernandez.
Thank you, Mike. I just want to publicly start off by acknowledging a few people. Obviously, first and foremost, you could hold your applause. Mr. Cantu, our massive leader. Mr. Reynoso, our assistant principal in charge of athletics. Mr. Ruben Torres, that is here, that is just an amazing AD and puts up with everything that I come up with at the last second. Ms. Velasquez, who does an amazing job with our cheer and drill team. Mr. Bailey, our band instructor. Ms. Rosales, our leadership coordinator. And also Sergeant Eason, our OTC. A couple of coaches are here with me today, Coach PC in the back and Coach Andrade back there. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Try to keep this brief and short. Again, I've always said this here, I'm very honored and humbled to be here at such a prideful event, one that dates back to 1925. I said it yesterday at the banquet. I think this Friday it's going to be a very refreshing moment to actually put our technologies, our cell phones away and just enjoy an overall great experience. As Mike stated, none of the LA teams are going to be here, so this is going to be the vocal point of Los Angeles. So hopefully we could all come together, unite, and make great things happen. Speaking of Coach Sepideh, I know his guys are much improved. Obviously, in the SoCal Prep report, they were top 10 at one point. They were a record of 4-4, very respectful opponent, one that I know we're going to work diligently to try to defeat, and I am sure his guys are going to work just as hard. But I have no doubt that our kids understand, as we've spoke early in the year about the process. There's always a process that we have to get to where we want to be. We don't have a magic pill. We don't have anything like that. What we do is just work diligently in the classroom, in the weight room, and on the football field. So without a doubt, I know our guys will be prepared, and Roosevelt's going to be prepared. It's going to be an electric, fun night. Hopefully everyone can come out and join us. Thank you, and go Bulldogs.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Great job. Okay, and now we will present to you Roosevelt High School's head coach, Mr. Richard Sepideh.
Good morning. I'd like to also start by thanking publicly the people that, really behind the scenes make this happen. I know everybody comes out to the game and enjoys the game, but, like I said last night, this is more than just a game. This is more than just two football teams playing a game. This really brings the best out of a lot of people at both schools. I'd like to start by thanking our principal, Mr. Ben Gertner, our assistant principals, Crystal Powell, Mr. Lynch, Mr. Espinosa, and Ms. Guerrero, and of course our athletic director and assistant athletic director, Dave Perea, and Maribel Grajales. These are, as Garfield knows, I know we know at Roosevelt, these are people who do a lot of work behind the scenes that help all of the students get the best experience possible. I'd also like to thank Frank Sehan, the leadership class, the cheer, the spirit coaches, and sponsors, Erica Coronado, Lorraine Lavoy, Ceci Carrion, Monica, Mr. Olinik, and Mr. Arellano with the band and color guard. Having said that, I understand, and I know our players understand how much work goes into putting together the Classic. Our job is to put the best possible product in the classroom and on the field. And I can assure you that for the last 2 seasons, our coaching staff and our kids have been working to make sure that happens. Last year wasn't what we were expecting, but I think in the terms of building for what's to come, I will guarantee that this will one day be a classic again. Thank you, go Riders. See you Friday.
Thank you, Coach Sepideh. And now, moving right along, we've heard from the coaches. We're going to hear from the team captains, and we'll start off with Garfield High School team captain, who will come up to speak to you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Nicholas Delgadillo, and I am representing the Garfield High School football team. I would like to start off by introducing my teammates that are here with me today. Peter Garcia, Angel Hidalgo, Adam Polanco, Jalen Lawrence, Moses Gonzalez, and Victor Villaseñor. A great opponent like Roosevelt, with a record of 4-4, has key players, a good offense, and a solid defense. But although we had our ups and downs, all through the season, we managed to overcome them game by game. And we feel very confident going into this 83rd annual classic. Hope to see the community come out and support both sides. Thank you.
Very good, excellent. Okay, now we will hear from Roosevelt High School team captain.
First off, I'd like to start by thanking everybody that makes all of these events happen. And I would just like to say that me and my team are very excited to come out and play at the 83rd Annual East LA Classic. And good luck to both teams, and we'll see you guys on Friday. Go Riders.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from coaches, players, administrators, so they're ready for this big game this Friday. We want to remind you all to remember this is the East LA Classic. You're here to represent your communities. Gentlemen, play as hard as you can and you will not be disappointed. And we thank everybody here who has put on this event. It's a great event, and hopefully I know the alumni will appreciate it. They come back every year for this game, so good luck to you all, and we'll see you on Friday. So good luck, Riders and Bulldogs.